This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Harold Landry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd down. 3rd and 15.
This is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
48-yard line.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Darnold's pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go. Mike 56. Mike 56. It's coming this way.
Darnold from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up 7.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first-quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running the counter with Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Fielded just inside the 30. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Darnold on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Check 9, check 9. Check 43. Back.
Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get on my way a little bit. If you know, you know. If you know about the carport, the trapdoor's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
These two teams all tied after one. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and out will come the offense. As they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Now Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
You're not ready. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. 56.
On first down, it's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Switch gears. Switch gears. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Jones, the ball carrier.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
now
4.
it's Darnold. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Casey Hayward with a sack on the well-timed corner blitz.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. Right check 33. 33. On the line. Check 133. Check.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has retaken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Mostert. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. And let's pin the
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
It's on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You got that right there. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 50-lady. Yeah, let's get second. Check the backer, check the backer.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Darnold flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, they'll throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey,
Back to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
56 is Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check it out, please. Now, lady, keep going, man. Keep going. 56. Mike, 56.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A final shot before the break, Darnold. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25. Line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. This is Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be out of bounds. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Here's Newton. That's caught by Howard. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you're that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not to sneak and sprint the
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Mostert. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
A 3rd quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
The ball carrier.
A 4-yard pickup that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more than it was right there.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the 50, Newton. Look, that's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Tampa. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Gun. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Right there.
From the gun, here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
The tackle made.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
The kick by Carlson is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Right there. 54. Right there.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Washington first down.
He'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Complete.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On second down, Mostert. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 14. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So the first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Newton to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Newton. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 82 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And that's going to be incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Goal from the 8-yard line.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. Second and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Today's final score.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Tampa Bay, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our